listeners. Here we go.
Hello everybody. Today we're going to talk to you about something very important. As you all know, each RPM session should include a cognitive goal, a tolerance goal, communication goal and a skill goal. And the skill goal, unfortunately...
is the one that gets forgotten. Well, it doesn't get forgotten. It gets more that people tend to think of the skill goal as, right, I move from number one paper choices to being able to point on the large stencils.
This is the next skill goal.
That's the next one, yeah.
Then this is the next goal.
And then onto a keyboard or a keypad.
And I think sometimes also the skill goals can become forgotten as well, because people can become so focused in lessons that people stop kind of focusing on maybe developing somebody's accuracy or more specific goals. So we're kind of excited to talk to you about the skill goals today.
Okay, so look, overall we're all working towards the same goal, which is we want our children to be able to type or communicate totally independently. But there's steps along the way, and within those steps, so within the boards that we've been talking about, we want to be really specific and narrow it down. We want to identify what challenges has my child got, what can I do to help them overcome those challenges and build the skills. Okay,
I'm going to give you a few examples of maybe things I've seen which would be very specific goals for you to work on in a skill kind of way. So for example, sometimes I'll see people when they're pointing on this board, sometimes you'll see this happen if they're spelling history, H, I, so you see there's a wandering everywhere rather than H, I, S, T. This can also happen on the laminate board.
Yeah.
So rather than just a kind of a H, I, it's H, ooh, and you're like, where are they going? And everything takes so long. So I would actually say, oh gosh, you're wondering a lot. So then that will be my skill goal to work on with that child. And maybe we'll talk about how to work on that a little bit later on. Just want to highlight some other skill goals you can work on too. One of them could be not finishing words. Does your child kind of break off maybe after 2 letters? That's a skill you'd want to work on.
Yeah, that's one we've been working on with Chris for ages and still are working on. So it's not going to happen overnight, but you've got to keep persisting with it.
I mean,
yeah, another one might be where you've got a child that just kind of hovers over the top and they don't actually do a definite touch of the letter, push.
Related to kind of not finishing words, another skill goal is actually like increasing the number of words your child can do in a run, so actually building the child's stamina. Otherwise, let's say your child's got the accuracy to point to, maybe point out a whole story. We don't want it to take them 2 hours because they're only doing maybe a few letters at a time or one word at a time. We want them to be able to maybe do a sentence at a time, so it's much faster for them. Also, other skill goals I see some people really struggling going from low to high without a lot of support. So let's say if I was kind of air prompting somebody and they were spelling the word way, I'd have to go higher, 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 all the way up here. Now I'd want them to be able to do that independently without that level of prompting, because otherwise how can they do open communication if during teach ask I'm doing all of this prompting to get there, and then during open communication maybe they'll just get stuck. So I want them to be able to go from low to high letters without any issue. So here there's kind of some examples